Hello guys, Life Hackster here. And yes, eufy now just stepped into the NVR PoE security camera territory. As I've mentioned in a lot of my videos, the best security camera setup is always going to be wired. Not Wi-Fi, not battery, so anything wireless, no. It is better than nothing, but if you want reliability and dependability, wired PoE or Power over Ethernet or NVR cameras is the only way to go. I'm not going to go in detail here, but basically a wired PoE or Power over Ethernet or NVR camera will only need one Ethernet cable to connect to your network or NVR. So one Cat5 or Cat6 cable to send video and audio plus power to power up the camera. Anyways, today we will take a look at eufy's first NVR network video recorder and their PoE or NVR cameras. Specifically in this video, the S4, which has 3 lenses. They also have the standard 1 lens camera in a bullet type and a turret type. Also, this is a sponsored video by eufy, and they sent this NVR kit to me and a couple of their regular cams for this video, so thank you. I'll be testing this S4 camera though, just like any other PoE cameras I check out in this channel. And watch all the way through because there's some things that you need to know about this NVR system, especially if you're familiar with this setup. And let's start with the S4 PoE cameras. This is a triple lens camera with the top camera recording in 4K quality, 3840 by 2160 pixel resolution at 20 FPS. And this has a fixed 122-degree diagonal field of view, while the lower 2-lens camera is a PTZ, pan tilt zoom with motion tracking, and with hybrid auto zoom, meaning it can zoom in digitally and optically combining the 2 lenses, wide and zoom lens, giving you a pretty good quality zoomed in footage, and it also tracks. This tracking cam rotates 360 degrees and records in 2688 by 1520 pixel resolution at 20 FPS. This has spotlights on both 2 cameras for color recording at night and also has infrared LEDs for infrared night vision. Auto framing is the main feature of this camera, and which it does it well. You can position the upper static camera 180 degrees side to side, and you can set the home position of the lower PTZ cam facing the other way to get 180-degree coverage of your property. And when a person is detected on the static cam, the lower cam will automatically turn and track. eufy is also offering the Bullet Cam E40 and the Turret Cam E41, which both are recording in 4K and have 122-degree diagonal field views. And I'll probably do a separate video on these cameras. With eufy's NVR kit, the S4 Max, inside the box there are multiple boxes, and first we have the eufy NVR. It has a pre-installed 2TB hard drive, and you can expand it up to 16 terabytes. In the front, you'll have the status light. By the way, this NVR only supports eufy cameras. And on the back, we have the PoE ports for 8 cameras, but this is capable of recording up to 16 channels. So you can add cameras using a PoE switch. We have the LAN port to connect to your router, HDMI port to connect to a monitor, 2 USB-A ports and a USB-C port, audio out, power port, and the sync button. Build quality and design is premium for an NVR. You also get an HDMI cable to connect to your monitor or TV, the plug for the power supply, and this is 48 volts, 2.5 amps. You also get a short Ethernet cable and a mouse. Next box here, we have the Ethernet cables for the included 4 S4 cameras. This is 18 meters, about 59 feet in length, and we have 4 of them. And we have the camera mounts, plastic build. You also get mounting screws and plastic anchors, and the waterproof lid connector, and the quick start guide. Then we have the S4 cameras. If you're familiar with eufy's SoloCam S340, it looks like its bigger brother. Plastic build. And this is the fixed 4K lens camera. Actually, it is not fixed because you can manually move the lens, like tilt it up or down. For the tracking lens, we have the zoom and wide lens and the spotlights. We have speakers on the sides. As for connection, we have the Ethernet port and optional power port if you cannot wire this in on a PoE switch or on the back of the NVR, and this is usually 12 volts DC. On the back here is a screwed-in cover for the SD card slot, sync button, and also has a USB-C port. Now at this moment in time, like I said earlier, this camera can only be set up with the NVR, but it will eventually have an option to record to a micro SD card and also be set up by itself without the NVR, and this will be updated eventually. To set up, plug in the mouse, power, HDMI for the monitor, and your router and network to the back of the NVR, and wait for the NVR to boot up and just follow the prompts. And for the camera, just plug it into the back of the NVR and it will be set up and added automatically, and it will show the live view. Just a note on these S4 cameras, they use 2 channels of the NVR. So this 4 camera kit, when set up, will use 8 channels out of 16 that you can use. Also, you might want to add the NVR to the eufy app to get notifications and remote access of the NVR and the cameras attached to it. Just scan the QR code which is on the side of the NVR. Then push the sync button which is on the back and it will be added. To install, and I'll demo a wall install here, but this can also be installed under the eaves or in a ceiling. Push the Ethernet cable from the NVR through the hole in the mount and screw it in with the 2 included screws. Now I'll show you the proper connection using the waterproof lid, and I'll demo here in my overhead camera. You'll have 3 parts, and slide this cap first through the Ethernet cable. Then this silicone rubber piece has a slit on it. Wrap it around the cable like so. Then slide this longer piece tines first. And now plug in the cable to the camera. Then screw or turn this piece clockwise to lock it in place. And on the other end, slide the rubber gland, pushing it inside the tines of the connector. And screw in the cap. You will see that a part of the gland pushes through, but it makes the connection watertight. And just feed the cable back to the wall. And slide the camera onto the mount. And screw in the side screws on both sides to secure the camera in place. Now what I like about this camera is that you can adjust the upper camera to whichever side you want monitored, and you can adjust the tilt up or down, and you can set the bottom tracking one to the other side so you're able to monitor 180 degrees of your property. You can actually turn it way to the side if you want. This is a pretty good design. Now as to the settings, first I'll show you the app. When you open up the eufy app, you will see the snapshots from the camera. These numbers are the recorded events per camera. This is where you can view and download this to your phone. This is on the static one and these on the tracking one. Clicking the thumbnail will open up the live view, which is pretty quick. In here you can record or take the snapshot, start two-way talk, which is full duplex, pan and tilt controls, and you can set preset positions. You can also set the panorama feature. You can also view the zoomed in 3x lens if you want. Swipe to the left for more options, linkage, AI tracking. Turn on the camera spotlights, which will change it to color mode. You can also adjust the brightness. We also have the 360 round look for the tracking cam. You can trigger the camera siren manually here. And this one, if you want to stream your cameras 3 at a time. Swipe to the left for more, and I only set up 2 cams, total of 4 channels. Gear icon for the settings. Motion detection, we have activity zones. You can set up to 4 customizable zones. Adjust the sensitivity. Detection response, you can set it if you want to record and notify you depending on the smart events. Pan and tilt settings, and aside from presets, you can also set patrol mode. Bullet dome integration is if the fixed or static camera detects a smart event, it will trigger the moving or the PTZ cam to track it. Light settings, you can set the lights dusk to dawn or in a schedule, and also activates when motion is detected. Video settings, you can set 24/7 or event-based recording. Recording quality, and I'll just show you for the mainstream, 4K fixed cam and 2K on the tracking one at 20 FPS. Rate selection, which is the bitrate, and I set it to the max. Night vision modes, we have standard if you have other outside lighting. We have spotlights on when motion is detected, or regular infrared night vision mode. This has HDR setting if you want, and privacy zones. Now as to the NVR interface, I set up the live streaming for 4 channels. I have 2 S4 set up. In here you can control the pan and tilt, or trigger the camera alarm or the lights. Playback. So this is the interface, events, and this is where you can download the footage to a thumb drive. As to settings, I like that you can control and change the settings of the cameras the same way as you can do it from the app. This NVR has on-device AI and has this smart video search feature. Let's say I just want all the footage from my dog, and it will search and find recordings when my dog was detected. Cool. Well, time to do some testing.
So this is the video and audio quality of eufy's S4. This is the NVR PoE camera. They need 3 lenses. Then video clarity test at 10 feet. 15. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Can test. So this is the video quality of eufy's S4 camera at night, and I'm facing the two lenses right now, so I have three spotlights, and this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So this is the video quality of eufy's S4 at night, and no spotlights. So both lenses, I have four infrared LEDs, and this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
We are going to test the notification speed of the eufy S4, their NVR PoE camera, and it is 502, and I'm on my cellular 5G cellular network. And let's check it out. It tracked me already, so I should be getting a notification here soon. Just like that. First is the text, and then that's the thumbnail. And then when you click on this, it should open up the live view. Actually, it's the buffered footage when I got detected. Okay, cool. 503. Okay, so it is still 503, and we will see if there is a notification, or notification cool off for the eufy S4. Track me again, and let's see if I get a notification just like that. Cool. Nice. We are going to see the maximum detection distance of the eufy S4, and I've set the sensitivity to the highest and person detection only. So let's check it out. The tracking camera is the one that's gonna be detecting me, hopefully. Oh yeah, I saw it move, so I should be getting a notification here, just like that. And this is at 50 feet. And let's see. Right there. Cool. All right, so we are going to test and listen in and see if this eufy S4 camera has a motor noise when it pans and tilts. Let's try panning first. You know what? The initial movement, there's some noise to it that I can hear, but not that loud. How about when it tilts? I don't hear anything on the tilting part.
This is the audio quality coming out from the eufy S4. This is the audio quality coming out from the eufy S4.
As to multiple people tracking, it will stick to the first person that it detected. But if it sees that there are other people, it will not try to zoom in and will try to capture as much footage. Also remember that now I'm in the field of view of the static camera. So what do you think? Okay, I'll tell you first some cons with this system. And this is because eufy just stepped into this NVR PoE space. I know that a lot of you will be disappointed that these PoE eufy cameras are not OnVIF compatible. at this time anyways. I have a feeling that eufy will change this though, but we will see. If you are into the eufy ecosystem, at this time also, this NVR system doesn't integrate with other eufy Wi-Fi based cameras. Now, they have plans of releasing a separate Wi-Fi module for the NVR so that it will be able to integrate, but this is coming in the future. As to the S4 camera, performed well in my testing. Video quality is great, which what I showed you mostly is from the 2K lens. I like how it tracks and zoom in. eufy has more refined hybrid zoom than other systems that I have tested, and it is pretty responsive in detecting and tracking you. I like the auto framing feature where the PTZ camera will get triggered by the fixed lens. And its AI or algorithm is pretty good in timing the zooming in and also when zooming out when there are other moving subjects. And this NVR system also has the cross-camera tracking feature like with eufy's home base. At this time though, it will just be with the PoE cameras connected to the NVR. Overall, this is a pretty good system and I'm interested to see how other eufy cameras and devices will integrate with this NVR. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.